You see, I value order, precision, hierarchy, knowing one's place. Robert Browning was writing in the Victorian era, the society obsessed with status, reputation, and a strict belief in male authority. Publicly moral, privately corrupt. Browning admired the Romantic poets, but unlike them, he was fascinated by human psychology, especially the minds of men who abuse power while believing themselves justified. So he gives you me, a Renaissance duke, an Italian heritage of wealth, a man of taste, a man of lineage. And if you listen carefully, you will hear exactly how power turns into cruelty. In My Last Duchess, Browning explores the abuse of power through status and patriarchy, the objectification and control of women, and the fragility of male authority disguised as confidence. This poem exposes how power, when rooted in entitlement, becomes violence. The poem is written as a dramatic monologue in iambic pentameter. My speech sounds calm, measured, reasonable. But the structure is cyclical. It begins with control and ends with control. Even in death, I decide who looks at her. This reflects Browning's warning that systems of power repeat themselves when left unchallenged. That's My Last Duchess painted on the wall, looking as if she were alive. Notice the word my. I do not say my wife, I say my Duchess. She is a possession. And I do not describe her, I describe the painting. Art has replaced the woman. The iambic pentameter is steady, controlled, because at this point, she is no longer a problem. The phrase, painted onto the wall, is important. She is now permanently a part of my property. She is my property. She cannot speak. She cannot smile at others. She is permanently obedient. Browning is deliberate here. Victorian society admired art, wealth, and appearance, often more than human feeling. This portrait allows me to own her forever. The past tense in the phrase, were alive, subtly implies her death. Note I don't say dead. I don't say how she has died. I don't have to explain myself, remember. I am a rich man not bound by morality. My nonchalance is chilling. My power is absolute. Somehow, I know not how, as if she ranked my gift of a 900 years old name with anybody's gift. Here, you hear the fracture. The dashes interrupt my speech. The caesurae betray my anger. For the first time, I lose control. The personal pronoun my shows you my narcissism. My name, my lineage, my power, ranked equally with simple kindness. She smiled at everyone, and that was unforgivable. The comparison reveals my arrogance. Simply for the fact that I chose to marry her, I expected submission, gratitude, awe. This is Browning's critique of patriarchal entitlement. A society where women were expected to feel honored by male ownership. Her crime was independence. This grew. I gave commands. Then all smiles stopped together. I do not explain myself. I do not need to. The euphemism of death is intentional. That verb, commands, is chilling. Not requests, not discussion. Orders. The caesura cuts the line short, just as her life was cut short. Smiles stopped. That is all I say. And Browning trusts you to understand. This moment reflects the Victorian reality, a world where women's lives were controlled by men, legally, socially, and sometimes fatally. Why do I confess this? Because power makes me confident. And because I am speaking to a man negotiating my next marriage. This is not remorse. It is a warning. I will do it again until I am satisfied. Because who can stop me? It is a man's world, after all. For a grade 9 response, remember, the Duke represents toxic patriarchal power. His calm tone hides violence and insecurity. Browning exposes how authority corrupts, especially when unchecked. This poem is not about love. It is about ownership. And Browning makes one thing clear. Those who demand control often fear losing it most, which leads to extreme measures to hold on. To explore this poem further, watch the rest of the analysis and comparison videos right here on GCSE LitVerse.